Coming up in today's video, I wanted to give you guys some cocktail inspiration around Monin's Tangerine Syrup or Mandarin, whatever you want to call it. I absolutely love my mandarins and tangerines, especially kind of around wintertime. But I actually think they are a great summertime cocktail as well. So I've got plenty of cocktail inspiration here. We've got tequila based, I've got rum based, and I've actually got vodka based here. The star of the show, you're going to have to kind of wait and see. They are all absolutely delicious. So I hope you enjoy the recipes. Right then, so your first cocktail, we're going to do a Tangerine and Honey Margarita. Very, very simple. We've got the bursting, juicy tangerine, mandarin, whatever you want to call it, tangerine notes from the sugar syrup coming in. I've gone for a Reposado tequila. Cazcabel's my brand of choice. I've gone for a honey tequila as well. Don't think of this as a honey tequila. Think of it more as a honey liqueur in that sense. Just works amazingly well. Absolutely love it. But you don't get too many tequila notes off it. A little bit, but not too much. And then just to finish it off, I've got some ODK's lime juice. These two you can get from Drinkstuff. Right, nice and simple this one. This is going to be a shaken cocktail. So the first ingredient I'm going for is Monin's Tangerine Syrup. I think the recipe, the ratios are bang on for this, but feel free to have a little play for your own palate. 15ml, 1.5, half an ounce of that. The next ingredient is my base tequila, Reposado tequila. I'm just going for 45ml, 4.5, so 3/4 of, sorry, one, yeah, 1.5 ounces. There we go. And then I'm just going for my honey tequila. This is still quite strong. It's 34% ABV. So I'm just going for 15ml, 1.5, half an ounce of honey tequila. And then as always, with all kind of margaritas, they are kind of lime heavy, citrus heavy. So we want 30ml, 1 ounce of lime juice. Right, I'm gonna shake this up. Proper hard, fast shake. For, you know the drill, 10 to 12 seconds. Right, and when that's nice and cold, that's all done. Now, serving this up, I never bother. Those of you that tune in to me regularly, I never bother with the whole salt rim on that. If you want to do a salt rim, do it by all means. Half of the glass with salt. It's up to you. I never bother. I'm not a huge fan of it. So that's up to you. And you could even go sombrero glass if you wanted to. But for me, just to serve this up, I'm just going to single strain this in a rocks glass over ice. Right, and then just to garnish up, I've got, again, fat-free, hassle-free. I've got, I'm going to do both, just for giggles, a dehydrated orange and a dehydrated lime wheel. If I can get it, there we go. The honey, the tangerine, I love mandarins and tangerines and all that sort of stuff. Those two flavours just work amazingly well. You've still got the tequila bite coming through there, nice and citrusy. That is a banging margarita. Right, cocktail number 2. This is kind of like a punch. It does need a name, so get your name suggestions in the comments below. It looks quite complex, but it's quite easy ingredients to be fair. So I'm going for Monin's Tangerine Syrup. My rum of choice, just because me personally, I want a bit of Jamaican funk, those banana tropical notes going through. I've got Plantation Xaymaca, but this will translate into your favourite rum. Of course it will. So feel free to swap that out. I've got JD Taylor's Velvet Falernum, kind of like an almondy alcoholic syrup with like hints of lime and vanilla in there and ginger and spices, all that sort of stuff. Delicious. Giffards, posh apricot liqueur, apricot brandy, whatever you can get a hold of. We've got ODK's lime juice, Angostura Bitters, and then freshly squeezed orange juice and some pineapple juice. Right then, shaken cocktail, and the first ingredient I'm going for is Monin's Tangerine Syrup. I'm going for a kind of traditional sort of punch vibe in this, nice and fruity and not too sour. So I'm going for 3/4 of an ounce, 22.5ml of tangerine syrup. My next ingredient is my rum of choice. As I say, Plantation Xaymaca. I'm going for this one. Come here. Nice kind of, you really do get the Jamaican funk coming off this. So I'm going for 60ml, 2 ounces of rum. Next ingredient I'm going for is some Falernum. This will give sort of a little bit of sweetness, but also a little bit of kind of spice sourness to it as well. So 15ml, half an ounce of Falernum. It's nice and cheap as well, this. Then I'm also going for another liqueur, Giffards Apricot liqueur, and the same amount, so 15ml, half an ounce of that. Then I'm going for my citrus, and I want 15ml, half an ounce of citrus, and that'll play nicely with all the sort of fruity notes going on. As it's there, I'm going for my Angostura Bitters now, so I'm actually gonna go for 3 dashes of Angostura Bitters. 1, 2, 3. Then my orange juice is first up there, so I'm going for 15ml, half an ounce of freshly squeezed orange juice. And then I'm going to do the final thing, which is the pineapple juice, proper pressed pineapple juice, and I'm going for 45ml of proper pressed pineapple juice, so 1.5 ounces. Right, so we're going to ice this up, and then we are going to shake it down proper welly. A couple more cubes of ice, 10 to 12 seconds. Right, hard and fast. Right, when that's all chilled down, I'm actually going to go something a bit different. I'm going for a tiki glass. I don't rock them out that much, but this is a perfect cocktail for this. Could do fresh ice, but we can't see the ice. Just do a whole shake and dump. And then if it needs any more ice it up. And then to garnish, I've got some of that, if you can see them there. Kind of ODK's new dehydrated pineapples. And I've just got some off my fresh pineapple. I've got some pineapple, I call them spears, pineapple leaves, pineapple fronds, whatever you want to call them. That is delicious. Proper rum forward. The Jamaican rums do that. Lovely rum forward. You get the tangerine notes. I get plenty of Falernum coming out, apricot. That is just a delicious, delicious punch. Proper, very well balanced. Bit of sweet, bit of fruity, bit of sourness. I love that. Right, and then your final cocktail for this one, I'm going for a Tangerine and Elderflower Collins for this. Now, I've got the tangerine syrup there. I've just gone for plain vodka. If you wanted to do this as a gin cocktail, that would work very, very well as a gin cocktail. If you wanted to go flavoured vodka or flavoured gin, again, go with whatever you fancy. This is purely inspiration. I just wanted to show you plain vodka to let the tangerine and actually the Giffards elderflower liqueur do the work. Again, swap out for that would be Saint-Germain elderflower liqueur, Chase elderflower liqueur. You could go, bearing in mind that's a sugar syrup, you could go elderflower cordial. You just need to up the lemon juice ratios in there. So we've got all that. But then instead of plain soda water, I kind of love using this in Collins drinks, and that is Fever Tree's Mediterranean's tonic water. Right then, this one is again a shaken cocktail. Just wash that up there. So first ingredient I'm going for is my tangerine syrup. And again, as I always say, play about with your own sweetness levels. I am going for 15ml, half an ounce. My base alcohol, which is just plain old vodka. I've got Spud vodka. I'm just going to go 45ml, 1.5 ounces of vodka. And I did 45ml because this elderflower is alcoholic as well. So I'm going to do 15ml of Giffards elderflower liqueur. So 1.5, half an ounce. And then with the lemon juice, I traditionally do sort of similar to what I do with mojitos, and that 2-1/2. So 2 parts booze, 1 part citrus, half a part sweetener. I think that's the perfect balance for Collins, especially when you've got other flavours going in. So 30ml, 1 ounce of lemon juice. Right, obviously we never shake anything fizzy, so I'm just going to ice up my cocktail shaker. Plenty of ice, and then we are going to shake down for 10 to 12 seconds, hard and fast to shake. Right, and when that is nice and cold, 7 it up. Let's go from that glass. I'm going to go fresh ice in this actually, mainly for the thumbnail, the picture. Right, so yeah, that will do there. I need my mixer. Just put that to one side. So Fever Tree's mixer, Mediterranean tonic water. I'm going for 60ml, 2 ounces. If you want to add a bit more, be my guest, but 60ml for me will be perfect. Mediterranean just goes those nice kind of citrusy vibes. Lovely. And then I'm just going to strain the cocktail over the fresh ice. Should be a perfect fit. Just Yeah. And then to garnish, just to set it off, I've actually got sprig of mint here. So I'm going to use a sprig of mint and then some of piece of ODK's dehydrated orange. Those elderflower and tangerine notes work an absolute treat. That is not overly sweet. For me, that's quite citrus forward actually. So feel free if you've got a sweeter palate to add a bit more sugar to it. But that, the elderflower, the tangerine, that is amazing. If you want even more Monin syrup inspiration, dive into that video or playlist that's sitting right there. As always, if you like the recipes, give us a big old thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel.